don't have this many interruptions. I don't know why everybody wants to be my friend today, because y'all asses don't be paying me attention no other time. But anyway, we all have some shit with us. We do, but we got to learn to get that shit in check, man. We can't just be taking that shit out on other people. It's not right. You can't always act like somebody is doing something to you because you disagree with them. I'm not doing anything to you, and you're not doing anything to me. We're having a discussion, and you just happen to disagree with what I'm saying. But I noticed that you only come onto my box to argue with me about something that you don't agree with, and when I call you out on it, that's when the issues begin. Well, listen, don't be a one-note person. Don't be a person that always wants to argue, be bitter and angry, and then when somebody says something to you about it, they become the issue, because that's not the case. That wouldn't be fair to even say that was the case, because it's not. People they're a trip, y'all. They're a real live trip, and it's like, I ain't going on this trip with you. I'm not packing bags. I'll pack light. Bag lady, bag man. I can't. We got to do better as a people. This is why nobody's in lasting relationships, because we can't get over the things that we've done. We can't admit to the issues that we created and resolve them first before trying to go out into the world and push that shit on somebody else. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody want to hear it. And everybody's not going to deal with it. I'm not about to deal with no broken man. Nope. I could be a broken all by myself. I'm good. Broken people don't work well together. And I'm just not going to be dealing with nobody that's broken. I can't. So, yeah. That's where I'm at. But I hope y'all, if y'all identify with this, have had this situation, let me know in my comments below. Rate, comment, subscribe, share this video. Say maybe somebody else can feel me and agree with me and experience this. And my locks are sticking out everywhere. I know. Don't judge me. That's what I'm going through right now. I need to get them redone. But this is me, short and natural right now. Yep. I am who I am. But y'all have a great day and take care out there during this pandemic. Check on people, not just argue with them. Check on people genuinely. They may need it. My apologies. My phone rang and I was interrupted. I apologize. Let me see if I can remember where the hell I was even talking. Because I don't want to start this video over, y'all. I'm going to be real. Because I just don't even want to rehash that damn stupid message. Well, I'm going to try to pick up where I think I was. But I don't, if I have a reaction to something that you say to something I posted, mind you, like I said, the pandemic began in March. He hasn't checked on me since March to see how I'm doing, if I'm alive and well, or anything about me. Yet, he is wanting to come at me sideways about something and doesn't expect me to have a reaction to it. And I'm like, that's crazy. And I called him on that too. I said, you haven't checked on me since this pandemic began, but yet still you want to come in my box every single solitary time you disagree with something that I post and have something to say about it? What? I'm confused. Where did he do that at? So when I said that, the conversation went from 0 to 100 really fast, because I called him out on his bullshit, basically. That's what I do. You're not going to be able to be on some bullshit with me and feel like I'm going to be like, oh, okay, and all mellow and calm and agreeable to you, and you're on some bullshit, because I'm not. I'm not going to be on that with you. So you have to expect some type of response, some rebuttal, something to the things that you say. This is not reality. That's not reality. You're not talking to one of your kids. You're talking to another adult. So what would make you think that you could say something crazy to somebody and they're just going to be like, oh, that's okay, or be shady and not check on them, but argue with them every chance you get? But you don't even ask the person how they doing, how's your day, nothing. You can't talk to me like that. I just won't allow it. And nobody who is bitter and angry over their failed marriage, which is their fault, by admission, is going to be able to be angry about that situation, still be angry about that situation, try to go into new situations, take it out on that person, namely me, and think like, oh, I'm going to be down with it. That's why he got blocked by me the first time, because he had an anger issue and was trying to make me be the reason that he had an anger issue. Well, if I'm the reason you have an anger issue, bitch, you ain't got to talk to me. You ain't my nigga. That's real. And I don't even like to use the N word, but you ain't my nigga. So you don't gotta talk to me. I've never been intimate with this person. I met this person one time, and I'm glad. Because he's clearly angry. And his anger issues don't have anything to do with me. He has unresolved anger issues. So things that I say trigger him because he has unresolved issues. I don't have a chip on my shoulder. Whatever I went through with whoever I went through, that's between me and that person. But I don't go forward with anything and try to have a chip on my shoulder. I don't do that. Because whatever I've gone through with somebody else isn't this other person's issue. I'm single. I'm not dating anybody at this moment, and I'm opting not to date at this moment because I don't want to. I don't plan on dying an old maid, so of course, I am gonna get back into the dating world, but this moment I'm really not. So maybe he's kind of angry because I blocked him and then I unblocked him and I'm opting not to really see him and date him. I don't know what his issue is. I don't care. I'm not trying to act like I'm all of that and that somebody could be mad at me for that, because I don't think all of that. It's not that. I'm not cocky in that way where I feel like somebody's sweating me, because I don't feel like he is. But my option not to talk to you anymore or try to date you or go forward with it is based on your actions, and I didn't like what I saw. We didn't get a chance to date, and we never would have dated because his attitude is so piss poor, and it was like that the first time I blocked him, which warranted the block, and this warrants another block, and this one's going to be permanent. He won't be granted a reprieve. But you can't go around talking to people like that and feel like it's okay, because it's not okay. If you have unresolved, unchecked issues, you don't have any business going forward in any type of relationships, which is, I don't have unresolved issues per se, but I have some things that I am dealing with and trying to get in under wraps and check, that I feel like I would not make the best partner at this exact moment. And I want to be the best person that I can be if I'm in a relationship, if I'm dating somebody. I don't want to be a half-ass woman, half-ass girlfriend, half-ass anything. I want to be wholehearted, and I want to be a good woman to my mate. I want to be somebody that my mate can rely on for their emotional needs and their emotional, to uplift them emotionally, to keep them in check mentally. But how can you do that when you got some shit with you like that? And it's not fair to go forward pursuing anything with somebody if I'm unchecked like that. I don't want to be that angry woman. I don't want to be that bitter woman. So it's not fair to somebody else to do that. But men can be bitter too. That's a prime example. That is a prime example that men can be bitter too. And if you think for one moment they can't be, well, I just proved you wrong. I just proved you wrong. I gave you the backstory on this person. There you have it. They created a situation wanting to have their cake and eat it too in their marriage, and it backfired. It backfired. But now it's their anger is unwarranted because you created that issue and you haven't checked yourself on the issue. And I knew you were angry when you told me the situation, because you acted angry, and your verbiage and your demeanor, everything about you was, I'm still angry about this situation. And it shows. It shows. And I'm not saying well, no, you ain't got a right to be angry about a situation you created. You ain't got a right to be. That's your problem. It really is. Let me see who these alerts are. I'm sorry, I'm being a human being right now and trying to see who these alerts are, because I'm really expecting an important alert, and that's not it. No. That's not the issue. That's not the... what is that? That's not the message I was waiting for. Boo, boo, boo. I thought it was. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. I'm looking at all these alerts. I need to clear some of these alerts. That's a whole lot of alerts I haven't cleared, y'all. Y'all saw how long I was scrolling? But anyway, I don't want to make this video too long and be redundant and keep talking about the same thing. But there's some really bitter people out there. And like I just showed you guys, it's men too. It's not just women. Don't believe the bitter, angry black woman scenario, because clearly that's some bitter, angry black man. That's the black man for sure. And I just can't. And he'll never get a reprieve off of my block list ever again in life, because I can't do it. If I'm going to deal with somebody, you guys probably think I'm exaggerating a lot of times when I tell you things, but let me give you an example of why I'm not exaggerating. This is the message that was sent to me on Facebook about something that I posted that I got into a discussion about, because I felt like this person only seems like they have something to say to me now when they want to argue with me. And I told them so. Haven't checked on me the whole pandemic, which started in March. But you're here in August, almost August, trying to comfort me about something that you saw I posted that you don't agree with. Let me give you an example.
I made a fucking statement to a fucking statement you posted. It's not your fucking statement.
Not
Why are you
mine at all.
attacking me?
I didn't
and I'm
attack.
cursing now? This is deflective what I'm doing. Because I'm saying I'm cursing and mad because of what you've done. That's deflective.
I did it.
That's not an opinion. That's deflective. I'm saying that, hey, I'm acting out of character right now because you brought me there. You know what I mean? Whether or not I'm right or whatever, that's an opinion. Who's right? I didn't say who was right. I fucking said it was a deflective statement. Why do you have an issue with that? If a person agrees with you, facts. Everybody yell facts, facts.
New Yorkers, maybe. I'm not from New York.
That's your opinion. Like, what the hell is your problem, yo? I never said one word about you. I never said one thing about Tamisha. I said the fucking statement. What the fuck is your problem? You always have a fucking chip on your shoulder. Like, my God, what the hell is wrong with you? It was a statement.
Mind you, I have been nothing but nice to this person. I don't have a chip on my shoulder, because whatever issues that I'm going through and dealing with, I'm organizing my desk, you guys, so excuse me. I don't take that out on another person because it's not their fault. So I don't blame one man for the sins of another, if that's the circumstances or the issue that's going on. That is not. I don't have a chip on my shoulder. I approach everyone as themselves and the things that they've done or said to me, and I leave it at that. Even if this person before you said the exact same thing as you, I am not gonna make you be at fault for it, because you're responsible for your own actions and your words, and no one else is. All right? So for you to come at me in such a way and try to analyze me when this is your second time getting upset with me about something and cursing at me, and I had you originally blocked, and I unblocked you, giving you a reprieve, which I should never have done that. I shouldn't have granted him a reprieve. But here you are, again, cursing and yelling and raising your voice at me as if I am one of your children about something that I shared that somebody else created. I didn't create the meme. When I create musings and memes, you guys will see a hashtag on them that says Mishi's Musings. I'm not ashamed to say anything that I want to say. I'm going to say what I want to say, even if it's a circumstance that I'm going through, even if it applies to you because you are in my life. It applies to you because you are in my life. Now, will anybody know that it applies to you? Of course not. I'm not gonna tag people and name names and do all of that silly shit. I'm not doing that. You know who you are if it applies to you. I don't have to do all of that tagging and naming names. I don't need to do all that when you actually know. But what you're not going to do is what he did, which is to attack me and to get all ugly with me because you said something and I didn't agree with it, because you came into my space and said these things to me and I didn't agree with it, and I had a reaction to it. I'm an adult. I'm not one of your kids. I'm allowed to react to whatever I want to react to that you say to me. You are not going to lecture me and I just sit there and be like, oh, no ma'am, no ham, no burger. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Okay? If you have something that you're going to say to me, we are an adult. We are going to have an adult conversation about it. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't screaming. I wasn't doing any of that to him. I wasn't nasty to him. I didn't curse at him, any of that. But when I started calling him out about the fact that he hasn't checked on me since March, which is when the pandemic began. Oh, my pants just fell. Well, I'm trying to organize, and I'm getting even more disorganized because stuff is falling and coming all out of the package that it was in. I am so aggravated. Y'all, I'm coming. I apologize. I have to get that later. Let me finish my video. Because I don't want to make this too long of a